Welcome back to another Grand Cross Age of Titans video. In today's video, we have another update that I'm going to cover and give all the details for. So if you do like these types of videos, please leave a comment and a like on the video. I really do appreciate them. I do read every single one of them and try to reply to as many as I can. As I've stated before, I am super busy with my day job and doing other stuff in life, and I'm trying to bring you as many of these videos as I can. So, like I said beforehand, we woke up to another update, and I'm super excited to see, just what is in store for us. I have yet to really fully go into anything detail-wise on this video, so we're going to kind of be checking it out as we go. So if we move down here, so some of the cool the webtoon stories and stuff like that we were discussing the last video, those have been added. The original chapter 9 to 19 stories will be changed into webtoons, and then some of the additional stuff will be changed. You can always go back and review those just through the story mode as it instructs you here. So most of us have expected a belly summon due to the starter kingdoms. We just been kind of getting all of our information through them. So I'm in Kingdom 15, and we have Agnes. They decided to go ahead and add Agnes for the Grand Summon event instead of the belly that we thought that we were going to be getting. Personally, I love using Agnes. I really love putting her with Rena just because my Isaac is not up there yet. But either way, I always like this, and I'm super happy to see. It looks like we're getting the DICE event back. I know in our world we had one probably 3, maybe 4 weeks ago. I can't remember when, but I do know that I max spun that. And so let's go ahead and check this out for those who have not seen it yet. The DICE event is where you roll the dice and win various rewards. Daily rewards are available from spaces reached according to the number rolled. You could also earn rewards based on accumulated number of dice rolls. So let's take a look here. So it is going to run from Friday to Sunday during these times here and the game time. Don't know which exact kingdoms are going to be here. Here we go. So after entering chapter 9, go to the event icon in the upper left area of the main screen. Go to event and Bunyan Dice. I don't know if it's going to be for every single world or not, but let's see if they've changed anything since the first one. So you get one free roll each day. Once the free roll is used, gems are required to roll the dice. This is either something that you've really got to save up for, or if you're a spender, you get to choose if you want to do this or not. A 50% discount will be applied up to 3 times after the free daily roll. I think that's on one dice spin instead of, it's either the 6 or the 9 that you get to do as kind of like a bundle. Let's see, the dice can be rolled up to 300 times a day, and it will reset at 00 UTC, so whenever the new quote-unquote day starts in the game itself. The cost of one roll has been reduced compared to the previous. Oh, okay. So I know that this event was super expensive, so I'm really hoping that it's cut down a pretty significant amount, which would be absolutely amazing. The Bunyan will move the same number of spaces as the numbers rolled. You can either roll a 1 through 8, and the saviors will be able to claim the corresponding reward from where the Bunyan stopped. There is a chance of acquiring bonus rewards as the number of dice roll accumulates. So in space 1, you get the adders. Space 2, you get the oaths. Space 3, you get level 6 resource chests. Space 4, you get the legendary stars. Space 5 is the level 7 speed up. Space 6 is the star. Level 7 is the 8-hour part speed. And space 8 is the legendary star fragments. And so it looks like this one is going to be all legendary star fragments. So if you roll 60, you get 10 bonus. If you roll 500, you get 150 bonus. So those of us who are, spending in the game and really want to work all of their legendaries, or if you just need, 10 and you just have a couple spare gems and you're not doing some grand summons or using your gems otherwhere, this is always a fun event to do. With this change in balance, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it. We always got to just take a look and see. And it's just saying all the cautions, so you have to actually click the claim button. Rewards are automatically sent. And then just of the general stuff there. So if we go back to the updates list here and scroll down a little bit, let's take a look here. So it looks like we're getting another new event that I believe is appearing tonight upon reset, which is in about 16 minutes for myself. It's going to be called A Cross on the Back of Your Hand. This event will be held 3 times in total according to the schedule below and will last 7 days from the event start. Please note that the schedule below is for additional events that will be held after the original A Cross on the Back of Your Hand event, which started on the first day when the kingdom was created. So it looks like Kingdom 1 through 106. We have round 1 on at reset tonight, and then so on here. So that's going to be really cool to see what happens. So they also added 4 new products, which has already been introduced into the shop. So let's go ahead and look at the updated celebration packages here. So the first one we have is the Legendary Journey. This is going to be on sale from the date of the update to the 17th, which is Tuesday. So this one, as you can see here, you're able to purchase this once a week, and these are the items that are inside here. Next is the Wonderful Day. So same timeline for the sales period. You can purchase this guy once a day, and you can see the package details here as well. Next is the Divine Prayer, which personally I have already obtained. As normal, it's 1 through 5. Timeline is right here. And so I'm just going to slowly scroll through all of this stuff here, and you will be able to see the limits and everything that you're able to get. The biggest thing that you really want to pay attention to is the Legendary Mana Stones, along with the Advanced Prayer Books. So personally, I always like getting the bundles with this. The Mana Stones are just amazing, and then the Prayer Books on top of that, which, have a probability of giving you a legendary commander or hero off of these, is awesome. And that is always the 5th one here. You can buy up to 3 times. The final package here is going to be the Dimensional Invasion 1 and 2. Sales period is going to be listed here, so it is not out just yet, but it looks like you're going to get a Hero Chance Prayer Book for level 1, some tools, some gems which are up here, and then the same thing here. So some of the stuff here, which I don't particularly know any of that stuff because I don't really use it. So the packs look pretty decent. Like I said, the 1 through 5 I've already obtained myself, and I always like getting those there. So next we're going to move on to some of the balance adjustments and improvements that they have added to the game. So it looks like the first one is going to be Sekhmet, her Bride of Flame skill. So this has to do with hero XP increase and damage dealt to monsters, which they have increased by 20%, 40%, 60%, and so on. So that's really going to help us in the open field, especially when battling the higher level monsters like the level 21 to 25. I know I made a video regarding some of that stuff, but they're just ridiculously hard to take care of. Next we have Claudia here, and so her Burning Resolve skill. So it inflicts damage equal to blank percent of attack on up to 3 enemy troops in a fan-shaped area to the front. So now it is changed to inflicts damage on a single enemy troop target when attacking a monster or monster fortress. So I know that we kind of looked at this beforehand, and so whenever we were attacking a monster out in the open field, the AoE damage or this the attack that kind of spews out and has a possibility of attacking the other monsters in the area, and then they'll attack you, but you don't attack them back once you've finished your primary target. So they're changing this in the game, which really helps. But I really wish that they would just allow Claudio to go from their first target out in front to the target that's attacking them from wherever. But that is totally okay. If this is the way that they want to go with this game, that's totally fine. Just got to change up your habits a little bit. Next, we have Karma. I do not like this commander or this hero. So her Bloody Fan Dance, beforehand, it inflicts damage equal to this percent up here of attack on up to 3 troops in a fan-shaped area. So this is going to be the same thing as we had with Claudio, where it's only going to do the single target damage, and then it's not going to allow the area of effect damage or AoE to hit other monsters and move on there. So it looks like we got a lot of stuff going on with Arthur. So Arthur's Lion's Roar looks like improvement. The range of the fan-based area of the front will be expanded by 25%, which is awesome. Next, we're going to get a look at his Excalibur skill. So beforehand, there was a 50% chance to decrease skill damage taken by this percent for 3 seconds when the skill is used, and this could activate every 5 seconds. So first it was 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. Now it goes from 5% all the way up to 25%. So if you completely max a skill instead of 15%, now you get an additional 10% on top of that, which is awesome. It's going to help a lot, especially with the open field. We also get another skill on Arthur, which is his 9 worthiness. So there used to be a 40% chance of inflicting damage equal to 300% of attack when attacking with this skill. Now there is a 50% chance. So I'm curious to see how much of a change that 10% is really going to be in any sort of a battle. It might not be noticeable to us, but if you actually take a look in some of the data logs, I'd imagine it will show there. Next, we have Corvo here. A lot of players in this game really do not use Corvo, or, we haven't really tested them because we've seen, commanders or heroes like, Biam and Belly and, Arthur, Claudia, and we really just want those out in the open field. So let's see if they've actually made Corvo useful. So beforehand, we increased the HP by this percent for infantry troops commanded by Corvo. So it looks like they went up by 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, and 5%. So instead of 3, it's 4, 6, it's 8, 15, it is 20%. Percentage is percentage. I mean, I know that we're only in Season 1 of the game, and these percentages are purposely low until we get, the layered heroes where it's going to be increased a little bit, but, an additional 5% is an additional 5%. So let's take a look at his Lazy Perfection skill. So beforehand, there was a 10% chance to heal the lightly wounded by X% of the attack when hit. So 100% to 200%. So it looks like if he is just at level 1 for this skill, it stays at 100, but as soon as you start moving up, you get additional percentage here. So instead of 200% at level 5, you get 250. So pretty much when you're in battle, you get to gain some of your troops back if you actually hit the 10%, and then so we will see how much that really helps. I definitely enjoy the skill out in the open field. It lets me stay and fight for longer, but defending city, don't do that. All right. Adjusted balance of some of the talent. So on the cavalry troop, the last column, violent breakthrough. It looks like we are increasing the damage dealt to enemy troops by 10% to 15% now. Activates every 180 seconds down to every 60 seconds, which is awesome. It looks like the maneuver on the 11th column, all forces speed, it looks like they adjusted it to an extra 3% at the top level. The support tree, the 5th and the 7th column here, skill amplification and the mana block. Beforehand, the troop skill damage increase was max at 6, and now it is at 15%. Oh my gosh, the target's mana decrease went from 60 to 150 at the top. That is going to be awesome in the open field. Next we have the station, so the crisis management. So beforehand it was damage taken decrease up to 6%, now it's 9. Anytime I have a commander on my wall and I'm actually trying to, defend against enemies, any additional percentage, especially something that's going to decrease my damage taken, that is awesome, and I'm going to choose that almost every single time. Finally, we have the Combine, the damage response. Increased damage dealt to enemy troops by 10% when forces are 50% remaining or higher. So instead of 10%, we are increasing that by 15%. So as long as you stay above, 50% of your total march, you're going to do 15% of additional damage, which is absolutely amazing. So the next one that we move on to, some of these station talents will be adjusted. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and I believe this is going to be the ending of this portion here. So on the 8th column under station, so the weaken. So 20% chance to decrease the damage dealt by the attacking enemy troop for blank percent for 3 seconds. So now it is increases troop defense by this percentage during stationed defense. Yeah, that's totally fine. So anytime that you're taking a rally or something along those lines, you're automatically going to get 9% extra defense. Awesome. Instead of a 20% chance to decrease the damage dealt. I guess we'll have to take a look and see what the changes are with that. But typically, like I said before, I do like just, hey, I'm going to get this stat. I know that's going to be, helping me defend with this amount of percentage. I will take that. 20% chances, they're, I don't know. I kind of have mixed feelings on that. But it very well might change in this game. The next one is troop HP. So increases troop HP by this percentage for 20 seconds at the start of the battle. And so now, instead of health, you're going to gain attack when defending stationed base, and you're going to increase it by either 3%, 6%, or 9%. So once again, they took out the chance on this, which I'm assuming has had some negative feedback, and this is why they're doing this. But that looks absolutely awesome. Other changes and additions. So it looks like they added a Get Revenge feature. So the condition for this, available if you lose the battle. So available if you lose the battle requested by another player. So if you get attacked in arena, you can avenge yourself, I believe is what that's looking like. Available times, it looks like it's unlimited. Available for only once regardless of the result. Okay, so you only get it once. You only get one shot. Let's see. Changed rate of heavily wounded based on the number of forces in territory during individual castle battle. So when attacking stationed enemy troops, the heavily wounded rate on the defending side will be changed to 100% if the forces in territory is at or less than a certain number, so 20,000. That is gonna hurt. Please note that the improvements have been made to preserve the fun of battling against stationed enemy troops. Prior to the update, the heavily wounded rate on the defending side did not reach 100% if the troops remaining in the attacked castle were less than a certain number, which made it impossible to completely defeat them no matter how hard you attack. Yeah, um, yeah, sometimes it was really hard. We got a lot of screenshots when the server first opened up, and like I said, we were battling it out, seeing who was going to come out victorious, and now I'm really happy to see that they're changing that. Let's see here. So finally, the other changes and additions. A feature to display toast messages before maintenance will be added. That is awesome. Typically, it pops up, I think, in a green color in the global chat for your server before maintenance. And then the image displayed during the patch download will be changed to a video. Oh, that's going to be really cool. And so it looks like we only have one person, and they're praising the fact that they're coming out with updates, which is super quickly, and I'm really liking how Netmarble's running their game and everything with the swords. So if you have anything to add to what you've seen in this, or if you have a different opinion than me, please also put that down in the comments below. Once again, please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Catch you in the next video. Peace.